In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Good morning. Sometimes Paul's writing is difficult to understand, and some of these verses that we've been reading, some people have a hard time with, but we don't need to. It's really pretty simple. What Paul is saying is the Jewish people were given the law, but they can't keep the law. If you don't keep the law, but you're under the law, then you can't have the kingdom. And so, because we see that the law cannot be kept, then even the Gentiles who were not given the law can come in and be united to God, enjoy the kingdom of God, if they will only believe on the sacrifice of Jesus. By the disobedience of the Jewish people, the fact that they couldn't keep the law, it opens the door for everyone to see that it's by the grace of God through faith in Jesus. Well, we're going to see some more of that today. We're in Romans chapter 11, and I'm going to show you verses 16 through 21. And Paul is just using the example of a tree. And some branches are cut off because they don't believe on Jesus, and other branches are grafted in because they do. Verse 16, Romans 11. If the first piece of dough is holy, the lump is also. And if the root is holy, the branches are too. See, Jesus makes everyone holy if they will only believe on him. But if some of the branches were broken off, and you, being a wild olive, were grafted in among them, and became partakers with them of the rich root of the olive tree, see, if Gentiles are coming in by faith, do not be arrogant toward the branches, but if you are arrogant, remember that it is not you who supports the root, but the root who supports you. Jesus is for all of us. He paid for all our sin, and he is rooting for all of us to be tapped into the root, the source of nourishment for the whole tree. Verse 19, you will say then, branches are broken off so that I might be grafted in. See, Jewish people are excluded because they don't believe on Jesus so that I can come in by faith. Verse 20, quite right. They were broken off for their unbelief, but you stand by your faith. And so don't be conceited. For if God did not spare the natural branches, if God did not spare the Jewish people, if they have to come in by faith, then he will not spare you either. The Gentiles come in by faith as well. Folks, it's really pretty simple. Paul is wanting his Jewish people to be saved. He wants them to come to a place of faith. And so what he's saying here is the Jewish people who thought it was by works, it's not by works. And the Gentile people who thought they didn't have a chance, they have a chance. See, Jesus paid for the sin of the whole world. And so the door is open for all of us to come to the Lord, to step into the rich kingdom of God by faith in Jesus. So God bless you who has stepped into the kingdom by faith in him and receive the love of God all day, every day as you walk with him. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow. Come be with us. I'll see you then.
Give me Jesus.